Alright, are we on? Are we live? Says excellent condition. Looks like it's still working like it should. Alright. Hello, my fellow viewers and subscribers, and this is Superchocolatemilkshake, and I am here with a quick little update about my channel. Okay, so nobody's really gonna watch, but you know what? I'm gonna press on with this anyway, because, I mean, there's probably gonna be people who are gonna watch later, but I am streaming this at 9 o'clock in the morning anyway, and I'm pretty sure most people within the West Coast in this part of the country is starting to wake up, and then, you know, we also have probably people halfway across the world who are probably preparing for bed, so, you know. Anyway, I kind of wanted to address something about this channel, and honestly, part of it also has to address the elections. The only thing that I'm really going to say politically about this is this. Congratulations to whoever won and whoever lost. Please keep your heads up and keep moving forward, okay? Like, it's probably the best thing that you guys can do at this point. And honestly, I know I'm taking a fairly neutral position, and honestly, I really shouldn't be, but, you know, I kind of want to say that if anybody were to switch sides for any reason, please do not reject them, okay? Please do not hate them. Please do not do anything like that, because all you're going to do is solidify how they view you in their eyes. And we don't need that right now, as a country, primarily. We're all in the same boat together. We're all people. We all breathe the same air, and we all drink the same water, okay? So please remember to be kind, respectful, and patient with each other, because it's really going to end up mattering within the next coming 4 years. So anyway, let's start off by talking about my YouTube channel, basically. No matter what happens, whatever comes our way, I am just going to say this. It is not going to be going anywhere anytime soon, and honestly, they're going to have to pull down the entirety of YouTube in order to take down this channel. Okay? I will promise you that. In fact, right now, I kind of want it to be more of a bastion of hope, faith, and comfort for some of the times that are going to be coming up, because I know things are starting to look particularly rough out there right now. And unfortunately, a lot of people need to feel some kind of comfort in their life. They need to smile, because I feel like that's going to be more valuable than all the money in the world right now. And it's going to be true for our coming future, whether we want to admit to it or not. So, of course, I kind of want this channel to be more of a bastion of hope. I want it to be a bastion of comfort, and I want it to be a bastion of safety, okay? I welcome people of all walks of life to my channel, okay? I am not going to reject anyone. I'm not going to say that no one is welcome here, because that's wrong. It's not the right thing to do. And honestly, you got to be kind and courteous to your fellow man, okay? So just remember that, okay? Even when life gets rough, just take a step back, take a good couple deep breaths, and get yourself focused back in again, okay? So anyway, with this, I also have to state that I'm a little bit disappointed with my own output right now. Actually, the month of scares this year was probably the most disappointing month of scares that I've ever had since 2022. And 2022, I actually did have some reasoning on that one, because, like I said, my dad has full control over the internet, and he shut it down for me. So, of course, I went like maybe 2 to 3 months without internet. But, for the month of scares this year, I have no reasons. Well, okay, outside of the death of my grandpa, but that's neither here nor there. Granted, even if I was still getting over that, I still could have tried to make as many videos as I possibly could have. And I could have, but I didn't, because I was still mourning, I was still feeling the loss, and I needed to heal. I needed to get better. I needed to become a better person too. I knew things were going to be changing after Grandpa's death. I didn't think it was going to be this drastic, but, you know, I guess I was right about that. But anyway, with that, like I said, I would like to say that I was disappointed with the output this year, and honestly, I'm kind of upset with the fact that I didn't get to play any of the Scare Me Shakeless Jam games, because holy cow, this year's Scare Me Shakeless Jam, I am absolutely proud of it. It is the biggest I've ever held. And by far, I've gotten the most amount of games to play for it as well, including the games from last year. So, like, I mean, I got a long list of games to play for the Scare Me Shakeless. In fact, I may not have one next year, because I still have a long list of games to play from this year and last year. So, I want to thank everybody who participated in that. And actually, it's great. It's wonderful. I love the fact that some of these people are getting together and still making indie games. And you know what? Even in trying times, please keep doing what you're doing, okay? Because it is going to matter. It is going to matter, okay? So anyway, let's start by actually addressing the main reasons why I also wanted to make this video too. Again, the lack of video output. I need to stop bunny trailing. Again, as I said, the month of scares this year was kind of disappointing. This whole year has been a little bit disappointing when it comes down to video output. I mean, live stream output hasn't been too bad, but, video output, it's not been great. So I kind of want to fix that, and I kind of want to rectify that, and I want to turn this around. Because, again, people are probably going to need the comfort coming up here real soon. So, I am actually putting together I actually put together a little bit of a parts list for a computer that I am planning to build. It's not going to completely and totally replace the, saved items. Okay, it's all just saved items. Sorry, I gotta take a look at this, sorry. Whenever Amazon says, oh yeah, the prices have adjusted on some of the stuff that you have on saved. Oh, really? Gotta take a look and see what's gotten expensive and what's gotten cheaper. I mean, I think we all kind of do that if our shopping lists tell us that, kind of like how Amazon does. I know, and I shouldn't be using Amazon, but you know what? At the same time, it's probably the one site that I have trusted. Oh no, the price went back up to $571.89. Oh no. Okay, so I better show you what I've got planned out here. Alright, so this is the parts list that I made for a brand new computer that I'm planning to build. I am planning to build it before the end of December because, well, I have a funny feeling that it's probably going to get expensive within the next year. So I figured it'd be better to build one now and get the parts while I can now and build one. Well, I was either going to go for this or I was going to go for like a mini PC, which, oh yeah, here it is. This is the one that I was looking at, the B-Link mini PC with AMD Ryzen 7 500AH. The reason why I didn't go with the mini PC, despite the fact that it would be cheaper, is the fact that actually building this would actually allow for more power and also will allow for upgradability along the lines whenever I can upgrade it. Though granted, it's probably going to be like the Dell XPS 8700. I'm probably not going to be able to upgrade it until like maybe 10 years later. Which kind of sucks, but oh well. And yes, the Dell XPS 8700 is about 10 years old. I looked at the date stamp while messing around with this and trying to figure out why the power button wasn't working, so I guess it's not a big surprise that the power button failed. Thankfully, I have a new one in place. I also need to make that video as well, too. It's still in the process about how I reconnected the new power button. It's an external one, though, and it's this little thing right here. Unfortunately, I did not get the power LED to turn on, and that's because I think I made a bit of a mistake, but oh well. Either way, my computer's on, it's running. All I need is confirmation from the monitors, and that's it. And then there's going to be a blinking light every once in a while that lets me know, hey, the hard drive is in use. So I guess that's not a bad thing. Anyway, so I decided to go with the Thermaltake Smart 700 Watt. I was originally going to go for something 650 with a unknown brand, and honestly something that was relatively cheap. But unfortunately, I know cheap comes as cheap gets. And it could blow up in the next 5 years. So I decided to go with Thermaltake because at least they're a more reputable brand. And granted, even if it's slightly more expensive, and of course that is 700 watts, so at least it also allows for more upgradability down the line, it probably would work with some of the components that I do have. Which of course is the Ryzen 7 5700. Which, of course, I know that there's going to be some people who probably go like, I can get a newer CPU for about the same price, which is true, but I won't get a stock cooler, which is part of the reason why I decided to go with this. Actually, I was having an argument about the Ryzen 7 5700 and the Ryzen 7 3700X, but tell you the truth, the Ryzen 7 5700 actually has more performance compared to price, compared to this. I mean, really, all it is maybe like a couple dollars more, and $4 more, really, and it has better performance. I think the only sacrifice that I'm really making here is the cooler. I'm not getting the cool LED strip around it like I would if I were to get that, but you know what? I'll take my losses, okay? I don't think the LED strip really does much for me anyway. I also got an MSI AM52M Pro. I mean, I don't think it's the best motherboard out there, but at the same time, it will work for the type of CPU that I got right here. And of course, also it works with DDR4 memory, which is also what I got here too, 16 gigs. I know I could probably spend a little bit more and get 32 gigs, which I also have saved on this list down here. But I don't think it's necessarily going to make that much difference because, granted, even if RAM is something that is a commodity, if I install Linux on it, I get swap memory, which is, well, I mean, it's not a substitute for memory, but it is a, it's definitely a nice little thing that helps ease some of the pain and such. So I'll probably dedicate at least 8 gigabytes of memory to swap memory, so at least I have like maybe 42 gigs of memory, I think. Let's see, yeah, I think it was 42. I gotta do some math here. Give me a quick second. Mathing. I'm mathing. Okay, so let's see here. 16 plus 8 equals 42. Yep, or 24, sorry. My brain was reversing that. Then, of course, I'm also going for a 512 gigabyte SSD. I know it's not that much either. I mean, it's not much storage capacity either, but at the same time, like, this thing was also fairly cheap as well. It also offers 500 gigabytes, so I'm not going to complain about that either. It, and granted, I know it's not like a M.2 drive, but you know what? At the same time, the speed difference in between a SATA SSD and an M.2 drive isn't really necessarily all that big, so heads up, the 560 has better performance than the 570 due to the larger L3 cache. You can look up the comparisons on YouTube. Really? So the 560, you say? Okay, you know what? I'm going to look this up. Let's see if I can find it. It doesn't come with a stock cooler, though. That's the biggest issue there. Okay, so Ryzen Ryzen 7, okay. 560? Okay then. Oh, 560X too. I can do that too. Okay, so it does? Okay. It doesn't look like it comes with a stock cooler, but okay. 57X. Wait, no, 560. Why on earth am I getting... Okay, there we go. 6-core, 12-thread. Really? That gets better performance? Well, okay, that's the X one too, which... Okay, the X ones always definitively get better performance, but... Oh, Wraith Stealth Cooler. Okay, then yeah, it does, doesn't it? Okay. But that's the Ryzen... Wait, no, that's the 5, though. Wait. What? Really? You're suggesting I'd get a Ryzen 5 over a Ryzen 7? Well, I mean, I guess I wouldn't mind it, I guess. I mean... You know what? Yeah, I mean, I've actually done quite a bit of comparisons myself, too. I mean, it's like, I didn't really necessarily account for that. Yep. Okay, then. I don't know why I'm not taking your word for it. I'm doing this extra research, but okay. Well, I mean, I suppose it doesn't hurt to do the extra research, though, because, I mean, you know. Okay, is CPU benchmarks up? Okay, thank you. Compare. All right. Now, I can close out of this tab, I can close out of that. I'll also close out of this. Though, honestly, that Ryzen 5 is actually a lot cheaper. I could go for it, and it might actually... that might actually reduce my prices just a bit, wouldn't it? Still works with an M4, though. I'm pretty sure of that. Like, I mean, AMD has been amazing with its compatibility. Like, absolutely. Well, part of the reason why I also went with AMD, because if I wanted to, like, I don't know, expand it to a Ryzen 9, I can, because they still have that ability. Ryzen 9 still supports M4, or at least not anything of recent, but like, you know, not recent, like of 2023, I think? I'm not quite sure. Okay, I need I need to take a look, but anyway. Alright, let's take a look at this. Good grief, Kit, bring up the comparisons. Oh my gosh. You're kidding. Wow. Holy cow. Okay, I am flabbergasted. This is kind of weird. It provides the same exact performance. What the heck? Okay, like, that is almost minimal. There is, like, CPU benchmark shows a higher productivity score due to more cores, but it doesn't translate to gaming performance. Well, fair enough. Check out real-world gaming tests. Okay, then. Well, I mean, I'm not just looking for gaming in general, too. I'm also looking for, like, video production as well, too, because, you know, even if this Dell XPS can still render videos, it's not as good as it could be. I mean, it's relatively powerful, but, you know, this i7 4790, I think. Shoot, I keep forgetting what it is. I think it's 4790, but, you know, my brain keeps telling me, no, that's not correct. True. Yeah. Okay, yeah, the 4790, like I said, actually both those CPUs, right, both these CPUs that I'm comparing right here, kinda outpowered this one. Okay, yeah, it's the 4790, it's the 4790. It's not the K version, though. The K version would be a little more performance better, and actually I could upgrade it to the K version, but, you know, that probably also costs quite a bit of money, too. But still, I mean, this could definitely offer some really good video production. I mean, it still wouldn't be bad for gaming performance, though, overall. I mean, even if the Ryzen 560X is still better for gaming. I don't know, maybe I should go for the one that's slightly cheaper. It probably would be better. Though, granted, even if the productivity might be down just a little bit. Well, it's not going to matter. Because for my graphics card, well, actually, it probably... No, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter too much, because I am actually choosing an Intel Arc A750, which, from what I've heard, Intel Arc cards are actually really good with video production. Or at least that's from what I've heard, anyway. I mean, I don't think it's 100% accurate, but, you know, still. And it doesn't provide that bad of gaming performance either. The drivers have gotten a lot better of recent. And honestly, the reason why I'm also going for Intel is because I think I really want Intel to enter in as a third-party player for graphics cards at the current moment, too. Because, actually, to tell you the truth, we have AMD or NVIDIA. And, of course, AMD actually probably is the better choice because it plays well with almost every single operating system out there. Windows, Linux. I'm not quite sure about Mac, but, you know. Okay, when it comes down to Mac, it's in its own world of its own. We're just going to say Windows and Linux. Because NVIDIA only plays well with Windows. Okay, I heard it also plays well with Macintosh too, but that's neither here nor there. But it does play with Windows pretty well. But for Linux, forget it. Like, seriously, my GTX 1650 has caused multiple headaches for my own system. Multiple crashes, multiple freezes, like issues just left and right. Even trying to install some of the better drivers for the system just doesn't want to work because NVIDIA doesn't work well with Linux. It just doesn't mix. It's like a recipe for disaster. And I mean, I know that Intel may also have a few problems with Linux, but you know what? They're not as bad as, well, from what I've heard and what I've been told, they're not as bad as NVIDIA. And it definitely gets better when you get into the more newer kernels too, which, of course, Linux Mint is going to be switching over to the newer version 6 kernel soon, from what I've heard. So, they are a headache on Linux. The Intel cards or the Intel cards or the NVIDIA cards? I'm pretty sure you're talking about NVIDIA because, yeah, no, I've had a headache with this machine. NVIDIA, yeah. Like, at least Intel, there is a bit of a shot. I mean, it does work from what I've been told and what I've seen and what I've searched up and what I've looked up. And honestly, if you go for the 6-point version kernel, then it shouldn't be that bad either. And the best way to probably get the most recent version of Linux is go with Arch.
Granted, I'm probably not going to go with the direct copy of Arch because I don't want to necessarily have my laptop here writing all these commands to install Arch. And then trying to figure out how to the case too. I bought it from here. I just picked it out because it was primarily cheap. The Cooler Master Box 300 out microwave PX. Granted, I know it's probably not the best choice I could ever go for, but you know what? It's probably not bad either. Removable magnetic
dust filter, so at least that helps. And it will fit the GPU, it will fit the stock cooler, but then of course, you know, anything can fit the stock cooler. You know what? I think I'm just gonna go for... Yeah, I think I'll just go for the 500X. 560X. No thanks. Add to cart, please. And we're gonna go into cart. I will save the 700, the 7 version later, though. Just in case. So, okay. So, we dropped the price down to $549.90. So, right around $550, actually. Not bad. Well, okay. It's probably going to be added up just a little bit when you include taxes, but let's see. Okay, going to do a little bit of mathing again, because I don't think I could necessarily figure out the taxes all inside my head, even though it should be 0.5 times 9. Okay, that would be 45, and then what should I do? That, and that, and that. Okay. Well, you know what? We'll just do 5 times 549.9. There we go. And then we'll just take the sum of that, $227.49, and add that to... Well, actually, if it's... No, I shouldn't round that up. Let's not round that up. Okay. Okay, then. So, basically, we're just going to go... 27.9... 49. Good grief. I even have the answer right up there in front of me. What the heck am I doing? Then 549.0... Well, no, 90. Okay, $577.39. Still within the budget range of the $600 to $400. Still in between the range that I was hoping for, which is in between $600 and $400. And honestly, this wouldn't necessarily be all that bad of a machine either. Like, I mean, it is doing some pretty decent specs. The A750 is comparable to the 360, or well, the 3060, which is actually still not that bad of a card, even for modern day. I mean, yes, I know there's the 40 series, but let's face it, those cards are expensive. Like, ugh, they're too much. And of course, I know that there's also AMD, which does play well with Linux, but, like, I don't know. I don't think I've ever had an AMD card before, so I don't know if we're going to change that experience, but Intel I feel like would be the best bet, because I think having a third party enter inside the graphics card market would be a good idea, you know? So, anyway, yeah, that's basically what I got for putting together a new PC. Hopefully it will help increase video production, and hopefully it will probably help with maintaining my channel for the future too, and trying to get more videos out as much as I possibly can. And then of course also there was another thing too where I was thinking about looking good. Perfect. Like I said, I'm going to be waiting until my next paycheck before I actually order any of this stuff, though, because it is pretty expensive. But you know what? I want to try and get this done before the end of December, because I'm pretty sure I know what's going to happen. These things are going to go up in price, which is not going to be good. So anyway, alright, so with that squared away, I'm also going to say that I am planning on hiring some more video editors. Let me get back to the webcam here. There we go. Okay. Because, you know, I can't really necessarily edit myself all the time, and of course, also to justify the cost of not just this PC, but also to pay off my editors, because actually I do want to pay my editors for their work. I don't want them wasting their time, or saying that I'm going to pay them in exposure or anything like that, because, you know, I'm not that kind of person. I'm a for-the-worker kind of person, you know? These people deserve to get paid. They deserve their compensation, their fair share, you know? And I think it would be kind of wrong to just let them work on my videos and then not let them get paid, or not let them get noticed or anything like that, you know? Well, both paid and noticed, actually. And, again, paid and exposure is definitely not a good way to go, and I don't feel fully comfortable with it. So, of course, let me close out some of these additional tabs here. There we go. Okay, I'll close out this because I don't need it anymore. Okay, we're going to go back into live streaming tab. Hopefully it's still streaming because YouTube has stopped my feed. Anyway, but, yeah, like I said, I want to hire a few editors, and honestly, I do want to pay them decently. Granted, right now I'm thinking about $15 per minute of video, which honestly is pretty good. It's a decent going rate. Like, when you think about it, if you can get like a minute of video edited within 30 minutes, like, that would be like $30 an hour, which is actually a pretty good asking price if you ask me. But, you know, if it takes you a while to edit a minute of video like me, because I am constantly distracted. My state is of constant distraction. My state is nothing more than constant distraction. Like, I mean, personally, I think it probably would be a good idea to hire a video editor to help me out with editing videos, or well, multiple video editors if I need to. But, you know, to justify that right now, I'm actually planning on getting a job that will pay me at least $17 an hour, which is not bad. Not a bad going rate. And hopefully that might offset the cost for not only just this PC, but for hiring several different video editors. Because, you know what? I'm probably going to need as much help as I possibly can if I really want to increase the output of this channel. But, of course, I also do have another idea, too, in the works for this as well. I'm announcing the sponsors. But not sponsors as in the way of big corporation offer me money for my services so I can put this at the beginning of the video and this at the end of the video and say that this video has been sponsored by this and this service is always good. It will always work for you. It will never fail. It doesn't charge you secretively. It's a good service when technically it is a service that charges you secretively. It's a service that's a scam, and it's a service that doesn't necessarily work for people. You know, like, not those kind of sponsors. Actually, tell you the truth, it's a sponsorship where you guys sponsor the channel. So, basically down below, if you haven't noticed, I actually do have a link for Patreon and Coffee. And, of course, the idea is that you guys will get a dedicated video where you guys get to tell me whatever I know I am going to regret this. I know I am just going to immediately regret this, but you know what? You guys get to tell me what I should do for certain videos. So basically, like, heck, I'll even try to do creative censorship if it's going to be something that's going to offend the YouTube censors, you know? Something that you couldn't run past the normal YouTube censors or see what you could do and not do with YouTube. I'm going to try and do something creative like that so that, you know what?
You guys, yeah, basically you guys are paying to torture me. That's what I'm saying. You guys are gonna say and make me do whatever you guys want me to do for very specific videos, of course. And you know what? As long as you guys are paying and paying monthly on Patreon, you can do it
whenever you like, however you like, and wherever you like. In fact, when it comes down to it, I even have a channel in my Discord, which is Daily Dose of Chocolate. Oh, sponsors. There we go. For sponsored messages, so that if you want to, so once you pay, or once you join my Patreon or my Coffee, you can get access to that and get me to say whatever you want. Okay. And also, here's something, too, about the Patreon thing that I will also say, too. I also do have a free 7-day trial going on for Patreon. Let me see here. I think it was right here. There we go. I think it's just going to take me right straight to the main page for Patreon, isn't it? Yes. Yes, it is. Because, of course, why not? Can I go to my page, please? I want to pop in here as a creator. Just do it! Do it! Do it! Ugh, Patreon's moving slow. There we go. I know I'm probably gonna get taxed to help with this later on, but I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, basically with my memberships, you could actually get like a free 7-day trial with all of them. And of course, actually, to tell you the truth, I actually had to do something fun here since my username is Supercholatemilkshake. The membership tiers are all vanilla, are milkshake flavored. The membership tiers are all shake flavors. So we got the vanilla tier for $1, the strawberry tier for $3, and the chocolate tier for $5. And I know a lot of people are going to say that's cheap and I'm undervaluing myself, and honestly, I'm like, no, I'm just trying to be concerned about other people and their money too. I don't want them like spending the hundreds of dollars per month. And I know that there's going to be some people out there who, well, you know what, I might as well show you how it looks like for me. Well, actually, wait, no, maybe I should try, can I view as a paid member? There we go. Yeah, I can view as a paid member. Okay, where is it? Membership. There we go. Okay, so here we go. I might as well show you this. Monitor 1, there we go, back over here. Of course, standard fare. My big old logo with, Detective Gun, the Impression Wiz, and Superchocolatemilkshake all doing the Lavesley walk. Which, by the way, yes, I know that's an old and outdated meme, but you know what? I don't care. I liked it, okay? It was a fun meme when it lasted. But anyway, yep, we got the vanilla tier, we got the strawberry tier, and we got the chocolate tier. And again, $1, $3, $5 a month. And all of them you can actually try for free for 7 days. So, of course, if you want to cancel after the first 7 days, that's fine. Like, completely and totally. If you just want to have, like, a quick little announcement or a sponsor or whatever, and have me do a video that you guys want me to do and just do it for free, you can do that too. Like, I'm not going to be completely and totally against that in any way, shape, or form. And then, of course, also I do have other things too. Behind the scenes content like blooper reels and gag reels and, you know, stuff that honestly goes on behind the scenes. Maybe some update videos, who knows. And then, of course, also some other work in progress updates, like maybe stuff that I will not show about my games publicly, but I will show privately. You know? And then, of course, the sponsor thing, which again, you know, you guys get to have one video where you can get to make me do whatever the frick you want. I am gonna regret this choice, as I said before, and I will say it again. For $3 a month, of course, you get the whole general support thing and the behind the scenes content, but you'll also get a member shout out on my channel too for any major videos, including devlogs too, because I want to get back into doing some of those. And also, if you want to, you can also do custom characters for some of the games or comics or shows that I want to too. If you wanted to have like your own OC appear in a show or appear in a game, just yeah, again, I mean for $3 a month, of course. And then, of course, for $5 a month, you also get early access and a personal thank you message from me in any of my early access games. So basically, I know these may seem kind of lowball, and I may upgrade them a little bit later on, but, you know, right now, this is basically the best I can do. Hopefully, it's like I said, I hope people don't think that this is too bad of a deal, but I could also try to expand it a little bit more a little bit later on. Maybe include some merch sometime, if I decide to make merch. Because actually, yeah, like if I decide to make merch sometime in the near future, like maybe I might also include perks for that as well. Oops, you guys don't need to see this! Okay, good. Whew. Well, I mean, I guess I could switch it over to monitor 3 and don't lean in too closely! You'll fall in and get lost somewhere within the circuits of the hardware of my computer! Okay, I'm sorry, I had to have fun with that. Hey, look, what's the point of doing anything if you're not gonna have fun, right? You know? But anyway, like I said, when it comes down to it, like I said, the Patreon is now officially open, and you guys are more than welcome to stop by and join in. I will probably add some more perks as it goes along. And guys, and by the way, if I do add more perks after you guys are already joined, don't worry, you'll also still get exclusive access to some of those extra perks as well. So please don't be disappointed if I do add more perks and you were already subscribed, because don't worry, you'll still get access. Anyway, so what else do I have to say? Actually, I think that's pretty much it. Man, it looks like I had somebody else joining in as soon as I get closer to being finished with the video. But anyway, like I said, when it comes down to it, I know things are going to get crazy out there. And honestly, I kind of want you guys to stay safe, stay calm, keep your heads up, and keep going, okay? No matter what, okay? That's all I got to say. 4 viewers. Oh my gosh. Why? Okay. Well, I guess I better end this video here, unfortunately. So, if you like this video, please be sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And after the video is over, comment down below. I kind of want to see this thing get pushed forward and maybe share with your friends too. I mean, I'm not going to be too aggressive in that. I haven't been aggressive with that before, but in this case, I kind of want you guys to share this video because, again, I want this channel to be nothing more than a beacon of hope, a beacon of comfort, and hopefully a place where people can... Thanks for the live. You're welcome. You're very much welcome. Like I said, I hope it will be nothing more than a beacon of hope and comfort for most people going forward, especially if shit were to hit the fan, okay? So anyway, this is Supercholatemilkshake signing off. Okay, and this is the part that most people normally don't ever see because I'm supposed to cut the video right about here. I don't know where on earth this is at. I actually probably should just open up this. Okay, fine. I'm just gonna do this. Copy. Okay, give me a quick second here. I know, it's ridiculous. But you know what? YouTube decided, oh no, let's just crash the live studio and stop my live feed. Because, why not? Oh, let's just crash the live studio and stop my live feed. Oh, wow. Okay, actually, that was, okay, I'll see you all later. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Oh my goodness.